Hi guys, hi VC. Time to do another video. For all you metalheads out there, I'm sorry, but this is gonna be my first non-metal video, but I promise you in the future it's gonna be plenty more metal in my videos. But the theme for this video actually was inspired by this book, Hardcore California, A History of Punk and New Wave. And this book was made by Peter Balsito and Bob Davis, and it came out in 1983, and this is an amazing document of the scene back then. You can really feel that the ones that did this book like were involved in the scene and went to the shows and probably knew some of the bands as well. It's packed with information. And it's packed with photos. It's like 240 photos or something in this one, and a lot of like flyers and stuff. And also you can see the size of it is almost like a record, a vinyl. And there's also featured like real covers in color in it as well. You can see Maximum Nosequire on the Western Front there, and Minimal Man. If you're into this kind of music, this is like the ultimate like document. I would say this is the best, one of the best books, music books I've read ever. Like most information, I thought I knew a lot about the California punk and new wave scene, but after reading this. I realized that I didn't know that much. There were tons of bands in this one that I never heard of. So check it out, Hardcore California. And I'm going to talk about some of the records and the bands from that scene. And I'm starting off with Suburban Lawns, self-titled album from 1981, released on IRS. And this is one of my grails. I searched for this for like several years before I found it, and now I got it. I'm so happy that I've got it in my collection. They were kind of a quirky new wave punk, post-punk, whatever band. Very weird sounding, very excellent, very good. And the vocalist, the main vocalist, Sue Tissue there, you can see Sue. She's one of my absolute favorite like vocalists of the West Coast scene. She was extremely weird and extremely awesome. So check this one out. Next up we got Channel 3. We got the debut, I've Got a Gun, and we got the second album, After the Lights Go Out. This one is like bit more straightforward, amazing debut. Got classic, like a bit raw, but still got that very like melodic West Coast vibe to it. And this is their second one. You can feel that they tried to expand their sound a bit on this, like try around some different new ideas, like to have a saxophone on All My Dreams, which is one of my favorite tracks. And yeah, this is an amazing album, pretty dark, got a dark feel to it. This is the Posh Boy original release from 1983. Next up we have the Gun Club. These guys are pretty well known, I don't think I need to introduce them to you. This is the debut, Fire of Love. I think this one's from like 1981, I think. It's got some classic tracks like Sex Beat, Fire Spirit, Jack on Fire, amazing debut. And this one, Miami, is their second album, and it's probably most known for the closing track, Mother of Earth, which is more like a straight up country song. Amazing track. I guess it's one of their most known songs. And for me, this is my favorite Gun Club album. To me, it's like the ultimate Gun Club album. And I love the artwork and everything. So if you haven't given the Gun Club a chance, I highly recommend it. Then we have the Unknowns, or Bruce Joyner and the Unknowns, as they're also called sometimes. These guys played kind of a mix of like 60s garage and 60s like surf music mixed with like in a kind of West Coast 80s way, early 80s. These guys are great. Got some great tracks, Pull My Train and The Streets, and got kind of a dark feel as well. Bruce Joyner there, is the lead guy. He did tons of solo stuff as well, but I think that one is his best moment. Next up we have Adolescents, the self-titled Adolescents album from 1981. This is a re-release on blue vinyl, and this is like the blueprint of West Coast hardcore, in my opinion. One of the blueprints. Got great tracks like Amoeba, Kids of the Black Hole, Word Attack, Rip It Up, I Hate Children. Amazing album. Check it out. Next up we have the compilation mentioned earlier, Maximum Rock and Roll presents Not So Quiet on the Western Front, deprogramming by 47 Northern California and Nevada bands. So there's 47 bands on this compilation. It's a 2 LP double album, and Alternative Tentacles released it. Some known bands are on this one, like 7 Seconds, Dead Kennedys, Millions of Dead Cops, Flipper, MIA, Fang. Yeah, some known bands and some really good lesser known bands as well, like Free Beer, and yeah. And this is a perfect, like, if you want to educate yourself on the punk scene, the West Coast punk scene back in the days, you should get this one. Another great document, a slice of the scene, is American Youth Report from 1982, also a compilation. It's got like Bad Religion, Channel 3, Adolescents, Legal Weapon, Descendants, MIA, TSOL, Minutemen, Red Cross, and a bunch of other bands as well. Amazing compilation. Next up we actually have the GoGo's debut album, Beauty and the Beat. This is from 1981, also IRS Records. This to me is kind of a flawless power pop album. I couldn't even, the songwriting on this one is so excellent. I couldn't even like pick out a favorite track from this one, because it's packed with great songs. And of course we have like Belinda Carlisle there, before she went on to greater fame and glory and even heavier drugs. I guess some people don't know that the Go-Go's were like an intricate part of the punk scene on the West Coast. If you give that record a chance, it would like stick to your head like glue. Next up we have the Middle Class, Out of Vogue, early material. This is a compilation of some of their stuff. Of course, the Out of Vogue EP is on it. You can see the original label here on the front, and you can see 1978. They're considered one of the first hardcore bands ever, and I guess these guys in the Bad Brains were like the first. And these guys were like super fast in 1987, like playing songs in like 1 minute and crazy, unheard of speeds, and had a real original sound. I love these guys, so check it out. Next up we actually have the record that's been playing in the background. It's 45 Grave, Sleep in Safety. It's from 1983. This is a Enigma Records original, and it's a gatefold as well. You can see it's a picture of the band there. Kind of a gothy. They were one of the first like gothy death rock bands that mixed in. They mixed a lot of stuff. They had like a surf tune, let's call Surf Bad, on there. They had fun and tried out different styles. And I love this, the image on the cover is amazing, spooky and weird. The last record I'm going to talk about is X, Wild Gift. X's second album. It's from, released on Slash Records, 1981. Amazing album. Got We're Desperate on it. It's like the most known track. yeah, check it out. This was actually part 1. I'm gonna do a second part of this as well. So if you like this one, stay tuned. Keep it real.